tonight's contest are Peyton Ford, Andy Douglas, and Andre Bumpus. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all who have served our great country to defend our freedoms, you are invited to stand and sing our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. And now, let's take a look at our starters. First, for the visiting, Comets.
And we welcome you to Lakota East High School. Colin Kunz here alongside Camden Braden. We're in for a good matchup tonight as the top of the GMC Lakota East Thunderhawks will take on the third place GMC Mason Comets. Thunderhawks losing to the Comets last year in the GMC Championship. This is definitely going to be a good one.
Yeah, like you mentioned, emotions are going to be running very high tonight on both sides. This has kind of been one of the developing rivalries in the GMC over the last couple of years. Obviously, like you mentioned, Mason beating East in the GMC Championship last year. Obviously, Hawks are going to be hungry and ready to go tonight. This should be a fun one.
Yeah, in that last game, that was a super close one. Came down to the end, really. Hawks were in it throughout, looking for some revenge here in this game.
They are looking for some revenge indeed, and these are both two teams that have both been great in the GMC this year. Mason 5-1, losing to GMC undefeated Princeton in overtime, and then Hawks obviously just ran through the GMC this year, currently 5-0, or 6-0, sorry, and yeah, it's definitely gonna be a very competitive game, probably a lot closer of a margin than we've seen in past games for East.
Yeah, that Princeton game, one of the talking points, that was one of Mason's toughest games, obviously taking the loss there. Thunderhawks really haven't played any tough opponents yet. This one will be one of their first big challenges.
Yeah, and this definitely is going to be a challenge because coming out of the break, obviously, you haven't played in a while, and they're riding a lot of momentum right now. If you're Coach Wallace, you just got to make sure that the girls just get ready to go. They keep playing the way they were playing before break. Just keep that energy. Hopefully now they're well rested, and we're going to see that pay off tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, and keeping those starters in the spotlight is going to be what they're trying to do. As we see the starting lineup here, Selena Blunt will round us out. Keeping the same starting lineup that they have throughout most of the season. Obviously some strong players out here. We have Brooke Asher, Emma Full, and of course Selena Blunt.
Yeah, and that's really been the three for the Thunderhawks this year who contribute to most of this team's scoring and defense on the floor. They have just been, especially Asher and Blunt, they have just been incredible for them this year.
Blunt will be out to take on the tip-off. Both standing, waiting for the referee to get us started. That ball is up and away. Blunt wins the tip, gets it out to Pham, and the Thunderhawks with the first possession here against the Comets. Asher gets it over to Full. Thunderhawks working around the ball quickly here.
Yep, and you see that big three being the first three to touch the ball. They know what they want to do.
Asher tries the three, no good though, just a little too short. Able to save it, diving attempt made. Ball is able to get out. Again, another tie up down low. Mason able to find an open man. Now driving to the paint from Mason, that one up and in. Comets able to fire back quickly.
And there's been no shortage of aggression here from the Thunderhawks to open up the game tonight. Just unfortunately, that one doesn't go their way. They just need to be able to get back on defense and stop those transition opportunities.
Asher making a drive of her own there, but no good. Slides it out to Pham. Thunderhawks now taking a little bit of time here after the mess up on the last possession. Tight defense being played by the Comets. Find a little bit of room there, up against the glass, no good. Pham on the rebound, puts it back up, bang! That shot falls.
And that's kind of what we've seen from Caitlin Pham this year. You saw it from her on the opening tip, and you just saw it right there, her going up against somebody that's bigger than her and coming down with the ball. And in this case, it results in points for the Thunderhawks.
Pham there with just great job to fight through that contact, put up the second chance ball. Comets here looking to take away the tie. Full playing some tight defense there. Shot up from the free throw line, no good. Off the back iron, too much.
Yeah, and a great job there by Blunt just to get her hand up and kind of change the arc of that shot. Made her have to get it up a little bit more, and because of that, was too strong.
Thunderhawks again taking it easy here. Blunt just taking her time to survey. She'll make a drive inside the paint. Shot up, no good. Too strong. Double down below the basket. Comets, though, able to get it away. Working up the court now is Parrish. That's their all-star. Nice behind-the-back pass. It lays it in. What a pass from Madison Parrish.
Yeah, and that's just an all-star pass right there from Parrish. Just very smooth right there behind the back. I don't think the Hawks were expecting that one.
That's one of the nicest passes I've seen all season. Incredibly clean, found the open man, and just laid it right in. Thunderhawks going to need a statement to fire back after that. Again, taking it slow. Johnson has it around the arc. What now on that left wing? It's up to Asher at the very top. Making some nice moves, taking it down to her left side, puts it up against the glass, gets fouled.
And it's nice to see Brooke Asher getting some looks early. The more comfortable, like we said, she gets coming out of the break, just it's going to bide well here for the Thunderhawks.
Asher will go to the free throw line. Asher puts that one up and through. Nice shot there from Brooke Asher.
Yeah, and while we have a moment here, we'd like to check in on our keys to the game here tonight for the Thunderhawks. They need to have, obviously, active hands. They are a great team when it comes to forcing turnovers off steals or what it not be. And Mason, a great offensive team. They just need to limit their shot opportunities as much as possible. Eyes need to be on Parrish. We've seen flashes of greatness from Parrish already. She is really the only person on this Comets team who can consistently shoot the three ball. Defensive discipline, they go to the free throw line here a lot, as they are first in the GMC in free throws made and free throw attempts, and they just need to execute down the stretch of games. We haven't seen them get a lot of close wins yet this year, and hopefully they're disciplined enough in the fourth quarter to pull one out if it does get to that point.
And there, like you talked about in your keys, a little bit of that defensive dominance. We see the Thunderhawks already getting a quick takeaway, a chance to take a lead on the Comets. Asher's two free throws were both good, which got us here to the tie game. One will fade away, puts it up, bounces though, off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, and you'll take that every time if you're the Thunderhawks. Just getting Blunt on someone who's smaller than her, you want to see her use her body a little bit more there to put that one up rather than fade away.
Yeah, Blunt trying to go for the nice flashy move. Might have been better if she did just use her size there. Seemed like a little bit of a mismatch, but nonetheless, still a tie ball game here. Comets, though, with a chance to go up, and that one falls through. Comets take a 3-point lead.
Yeah, and that's just a great shot there. Like we said, no one's really been consistent outside of Parrish, but you're seeing her get some help right there with that three ball.
What now? Trying to make a move inside, but a travel is called. Maybe got a little ahead of herself. Definitely a big three there from Mason. Somewhat of a statement. They'll move quick again. One now, not able to make the stop. Comets able to lay an easy one in.
Yeah, and Harbo was just too quick for her right there. Just able to get inside, and great job by her to get it up over Selena's hands.
Thunderhawks now in a 5-point deficit. Comets with 5 quick points here. Foal will drive in. Throws it out. Looks like that one bounced off a Comet's hand. We'll stay with the Thunderhawks.
And Mason's doing a great job here at the beginning stages of this game, just getting into the Thunderhawks' passing lane, pre-anticipating their passes, and just getting in there and causing a disruption.
Yeah, we absolutely saw it there. Comets, even though it bounced out on them, still able to disrupt that Thunderhawk possession. Foal will now take it, gets it back over to Asher. Those two have done well all season. Johnson now has it on the right wing. Gets it back over to Foal. Thunderhawks still working that ball around up top. Overhead pass there from Asher. Over to Bacher this time. Bacher will carve her way inside, but nice hands in the way by Parrish there. Knocked the ball away.
Yeah, and again, you see another turnover by the Hawks and another great job by the Comets getting in the passing lanes.
And Parrish, their all-star, clearly making her presence known early. Comets with a chance to go up even further here. Parrish thought about passing it. She's working on Bacher. Another three-point shot coming from the Comets. That one, air ball.
Yeah,
Sanders, no good.
Definitely not the same success you saw on that first three-pointer, although if you're the Hawks, you cannot keep giving them wide-open looks like that.
Yeah, and the last shot was a wide-open look as well. Thunderhawks, they're just fortunate that ball didn't fall. Thunderhawks looking to get a score back here. Blunt is out now. Sturgill back in the ballgame.
Yeah, and Sturgill's done a great job of filling in the non-Selena Blunt minutes, as she has just been great shooting the ball down in the paint, as there's Pham right there.
Yeah, and Pham with that aggression. We've talked about that all season. Nice job to put that ball back in. Back to a three-point lead for the Comets. Chance to make it 6, though. That one no good. Rattles in and out. Asher on the rebound, giving it to Full. Full work her way up the court. A lot of speed coming. Kicks it out to Pham. Pham for 3. Jackpot. What a shot from Caitlin Pham.
Yeah, and Caitlin Pham is making her presence known early. Usually it's just the defense and the scrappiness that you notice about her, but tonight she is bringing some scoring, which is a very friendly sight for the Thunderhawks.
Comets, though, working quickly in transition. Habra was able to get a move on Full there and lay it up.
Yeah, and again, if you're the Hawks and you make a shot there, you just got to remember to not really dwell on it for too long and get back on defense, because we've seen that a couple times from Mason where they've been able to get fast break buckets.
Yeah, like we saw from earlier against Blunt. Thunderhawks just can't let that affect them. Asher will try for 3 herself. That one too much. Parrish able to get the rebound, throw it all the way down court. Fumble on the ball, though. Asher able to get back composed and Full with a nice block.
Yeah, and just a great job there by Full, not overcommitting to the point where she would get the foul. Just timed that one perfectly and is able to get the block.
Yeah, you said it perfectly timed. She just jumped at the exact right moment she shot that, able to swat it down into the ground. With the swat out of bounds, the Comets will get the possession. Bacher will guard. Inbound goes to Parrish. Comets have done well shooting so far, scored on nearly all of their possessions. Pham now working on Parrish. Parrish will take it on that left side. Shot up, no good though. Too short. Pham now working quickly in transition herself. Kicks it out to Bacher. Bacher for 3, no good.
Yeah, and that's just a good look there by Bacher. And she is one of those three-point shooters for the Hawks who you want taking those, just a little bit short on that one.
Parrish still trying to show her dominance there, making a quick drive to the basket, but a foul is called.
And again, you're just seeing the transition opportunities be a factor here on the defensive end here for the Hawks. Mason hasn't really been able to get anything going whenever they're running their offense, but they've been able to live off those transition buckets. Hawks have got to do something to stop that.
Parrish, after the transition, will have a chance to add on some more. That first shot, though, no good.
Selena Blunt will check back in.
I think that's one of those key players on your team, one you always want to have out on the court. Thunderhawks definitely do better when she's out there.
Yeah, I agree. And although Sturgill has improved this season, has been great, just Selena, your senior leader.
Looked like Parrish overcorrected there on that second shot. She was short. Thunderhawks nearly lost the ball, though. We see Blunt making a drive inside, spinning, puts it up. No good, though. Parrish able to leap up high, grab that rebound.
Yeah, and a better job there by Blunt using her body right there. Just couldn't get that one to fall.
Comets on a careless turnover. Parrish might have gotten a little too ahead of herself. Threw that ball a little too forward. Daniels tried to make a grab for it. Stepped on the line.
See, Asher's going to check back in here.
Yeah, and again, one of those girls you always want to have out on the court.
And speaking of girls you want to always have on the court, Parrish just checked out for the Comets. Hawks have got to take advantage.
Yeah, this is definitely where we can see the Hawks show some of that offensive dominance, as Asher will try to start it. No good, though.
It looks like we're going to get a foul down low on the Thunderhawks.
And like we were just saying, Thunderhawks definitely need to take advantage here. Comets' offense will be hindered as well with Parrish out of the game.
Yeah, and you'd expect that to be a very quick rest.
Yeah, probably just getting a quick breather. Comets will be on the inbound here, up 2, late in the first quarter.
Hawks coming out, picking up their man at half court, just trying to put some pressure on the Comets.
Thunderhawks were looking strong on defense there, but Comets able to find an open man. Shot with too much, though, won't fall. Thunderhawks with a chance here. 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. Asher makes a drive to the basket. Out to Blunt now. Blunt will go for three. Pulls up jumper. Nice shot for Selena Blunt.
Yeah, and with how much Blunt is down there in the paint, you really don't expect her to see her beyond the arc, although she has made some three-point shots this year. But with all the attention around Asher, just great job there getting her an open look.
Comets working quickly back. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Thunderhawks now up one. Comet three-point shot. That one no good.
And we've seen the Comets go cold here from the three-point line ever since that first one.
Looks like we'll have a tie up there below the basket. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Thunderhawks with a 1-point lead. Very back and forth game so far.
Yeah, very back and forth game for sure. And with the early adversity that the Hawks face tonight, it's really nice to see them bounce back and be able to hopefully go into the end of this first quarter with a lead.
We do see Parrish back in the game now. She will be on the inbound. Comets trying to work it down low. Nice dish out pass, but blocked.
And now
10 seconds to go.
Now you're going to see the Hawks hold for the final shot.
Yeah, we've seen them do it a couple times so far this season. 5 seconds to go, though. They need to work a little quicker than this. Asher will take a deep three from way downtown. Brooke Asher at the buzzer. What a shot.
Yeah, and it really doesn't get much better than that if you're the Thunderhawks. Just no one's even going to contest Brooke Asher, and we've seen her make shots from that range all season.
With that three-point shot, the Thunderhawks will take a 4-point lead at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. And we welcome you back to the Hawks Nest, leading GMC Thunderhawks up 4 points on third place Mason after the first quarter. This game's been really back and forth. We're in for a classic here.
Yeah, and just a great job there by the Thunderhawks, closing out the first quarter strong and just really responding to Mason's punches early. And they have been able to hold that 4-point lead. Hopefully they can keep it, but
Thunderhawks there with maybe a little bit of a careless turnover quickly in this second quarter. Parrish now getting trapped. Thunderhawks able to knock that ball away. Blunt threw it up. Looked like that one bounced off of Habra. It'll go the Thunderhawks' way.
Yeah, and an adjustment that the Thunderhawks made towards the end of that first quarter was they were taking way better care of the basketball, so they've been able to get some looks. And you saw it pay off for them. You can't start turning the ball over again.
Zawila now in the game, up at the very top of the key. Passing back between her and Asher. Finding Blunt down inside. Now an open Asher will go for three again. No good that time, though. Blunt's able to get the far out rebound. Again, back to Asher. Full on the very left wing. Kicks it back up to Zawila. Oh, high pass there. Nearly went over the head of Zawila. Comets staying composed on defense. Not shaken at all by this Thunderhawk offensive attack.
And the Hawks are just going to look for their best look. They don't care how long you're playing defense for.
Really in favor of the Thunderhawks here with the lead. That one knocked away by Habra.
Yeah, and that's just a good job there by Mason staying in position on the defensive end, not overcommitting to anything because you're getting impatient, just staying home and not really giving the Hawks a good look.
Yeah, staying home is right. Looked like they didn't really move at all on that possession, but were able to keep the Thunderhawks locked up throughout. We saw a little movement coming from them, but couldn't find any hole. Thunderhawks will inbound it there and quick try at a bucket, but no good. Just a little too short. And Asher there gets fouled going up for it.
Yeah, and like we said before, that's really the look you want if you're the Thunderhawks. Just Addison Johnson was down low, and she had position, just really couldn't get it to go.
Ball will go the Comets' way. Looks like that foul was actually called on a Comet. Or on a Thunderhawk, sorry. Full making a quick stab at the ball, though. Comets down 4. Thunderhawks matching back that good defense of their own, but Parrish will try a 3 over Asher. Won't go. Full able to get the rebound over Habra. Now quickly in transition, that went all the way down to Johnson. Johnson looks like pushed out, but it will go the Comets' way.
Yeah, it looks like she just stepped out of bounds right there as the rolling in. Back to that Mason possession, Parrish is going to make her shots, and she's going to get her shots, and she's going to take her shots. We just need to make sure we have a hand in her face all day.
Yeah, and Asher did a great job there just being in her way, forcing her to take an uncomfortable shot. We see Asher again working on her, now switched over to Blunt.
And the Hawks playing their patented man defense, just really trying to make sure that she doesn't get those opportunities.
Parrish, they're able to find an open look, but no good. It cascades off the left side of the rim. Another shot up from the Comets, no good. That one off the other side of the rim. Thunderhawks again passing quickly in transition. Trying to get that ball down the court quick. Straub there will go for 3. Way too much on that one, though. Parrish with an easy jump up and a rebound. Looks like a foul is called on a Thunderhawk.
Yeah, and again, the Hawks have just got to be careful with like those frustration fouls whenever they're trying to trap. Don't really know if that one was much of a frustration foul, but we have seen it at times this year where they're just trying too hard to get a ball after a miss and results in ticky-tacky fouls.
Parrish again with the ball. Asher is trying to keep tight on that defense, not switching at all, staying in Parrish's face all throughout. And Hawks have done a pretty good job keeping her locked up so far tonight.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell that was a point of emphasis for the Hawks tonight. They are not letting her get anything.
But there she does find a little bit of an open look. Floater, that one falls through. It's a nice bucket from Parrish.
Yeah, and that was just a good job on the pump fake by her. Got full to overcommit and was able to get a semi-open shot.
Down into the lane is Asher. Gets it to Johnson, put up and good.
Yeah, and Addison Johnson right there just sneaking across the baseline. Mason defense lost her right there, and she's able to get an easy 2.
Haber now working on full, puts that one up. No good, but is fouled in the process.
And something we've seen from the Hawks that they've done a good job at tonight, like we mentioned earlier, Mason goes to the free throw line a lot, and they really haven't done it that much thus far tonight.
Haber will be at the line, shooting 2. Still 4-point lead for the Thunderhawks. First shot up and through by Habra. Now back to a 1-possession game. Both teams will do some subbing here. We see Blunt check out of the game. Sturgill, though, a very solid replacement for her. Habra directing a little bit there. She goes to attempt her second. Shot up and through. Both are good for Habra.
Yeah, and right there we were just able to slow the game down with those free throws. Hopefully Hawks can get some more offenses.
Johnson again there, able to get that one in, just had an open look. Was able to catch the ball.
Yeah, great job there just using the glass right there by Johnson and getting really the perfect shot right there up over to Mason defenders.
Mason still looking to fire back. Parrish with a nice floater.
You really can't play better defense right there if you're Fam. Just a really athletic play there by Parrish.
Johnson will try again for a 3-pointer. That one just a little bit off the mark. Thunderhawks keeping it tight down low. That ball will go the Comets' way.
Yeah, it was a good effort by the Thunderhawks to try and get that ball back. Just barely squeaks out of bounds.
We've seen Johnson on a couple of open looks tonight. She will check out, though, for Zawila. She's been able to get open just right under the basket, able to get some quick and easy layups.
Yeah, and Johnson's also someone who the Thunderhawks would really like to come alive for this game. And we've seen her have some flashes tonight, but when you're really not getting much from Full and Asher, just you want to see everyone else step up.
Thunderhawks keeping it tight on the Comets, not letting anything through. Working around the arc now. Full with a near steal. Full does get the steal. Able to get on top of it. Getting it out to Pham now in quick transition. Shot up gets the window, and that one falls through for a Thunderhawk basket.
Yeah, and Foal is top 5 in the GMC in steals per game, and you just see the quick hands right there paying effect.
Comets able to work back quickly themselves, and Sturgill had to go up. Does get called on the foul.
Yeah, and that's just another instance of the Hawks right there losing in transition. Mason able to get to the free throw line.
The line is Annalise Knight. Has a chance to attempt two herself. First shot, just rattled in there. Bounced, seems like all the way around the rim. Finally found its way home. Second shot from Knight here. Shot on its way. That one good as well. Both free throws good there from Annalise Knight.
Yep, and the Comets are a good free throw shooting team too, so it's definitely not like you want to send them to the line.
Yeah, as we've seen, 4 consecutive makes there after Knight made that second. Thunderhawks find a little room there inside the arc, but Foal now will try from outside. That one falls on through. Nice shot from Emma Foal.
Yeah, and it seems like the Comets just kind of forgot about Foal there. They had the rotation over on the top side, and just great job there making the pass to Foal and finding the weakness in that zone.
Parrish will carve it inside, now kicks it back out. Thunderhawks looking to stifle this Comets offensive attack. Sturgill working on Parrish. Parrish with a shot up. That one looked bad all the way through, maybe a little rushed.
Yeah, that was just a wild shot right there by Parrish, and you'll take that all night if you're the Thunderhawks.
Good job there, just making her feel uncomfortable. You can see a little bit of frustration there coming out from Parrish. Nearly fouled Asher. Asher will go for 3, though. That one just a little too left. Thunderhawks, though, able to get the rebound. Full thought about taking it.
And the Comets are starting to leave some of these Thunderhawks shooters open. You saw Asher right there. You saw Foal on the last possession, and if we can just keep getting open like that, then they'll definitely just start falling consistently, and Mason definitely needs to do something to adjust to that.
Yeah, and we talked about it before the game a little bit. The three-point shooters from the Thunderhawks, it's one of their strongest aspects. We've seen quite a few of them fall tonight. Definitely going to be no shortage of those going forward. But Blunt will make a drive to the basket. Too strong, gets her own rebound. Putback is fouled.
Yeah, just a great job there by Blunt, not quitting on the play, just getting her own rebound and going up and getting the other chance in. Because of that, she'll be going to the free throw line.
Blunt, somewhat of a strong free throw shooter. First one up and through. Good shot there for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, and for someone who's such a paint presence for the Thunderhawks, it's awesome to see that she can shoot the ball too, because usually a lot of these bigs, they're one-dimensional, but Blunt, obviously, as you see right there, and you've seen with the three-point shooting tonight, she is just very valuable asset anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, Blunt has been on top of it, making both those baskets. Haber there with a big burst of speed. Out now for 3. No good, though. Comets have gotten a few of those looks. Here comes another one. That shot, that one finally falls through.
Yeah, and that's just what you can't have right there if you're the Thunderhawks. Just everyone watching the rebound right there. Mason gets a second chance in a wide-open 3. And that is a big one right there just to cut the lead to 4.
Gilman there was just able to find some space after the pass out off the miss. Pham now has it on the right side of the court. Gets it inside to Bacher. Back up to Zawila now. Comets back to this strong defensive presence. Bacher with maybe a little room, able to get it into Blunt. Blunt with a tough bucket.
Yeah, and that was a great pass right there, just only where Selena could get it, and she's able to rip the ball away and put it up for the layup.
Yeah, Blunt has looked very strong in the offensive game tonight as Zawila gets a steal, working it quickly up to Bacher in transition, maybe a little too fast. We'll get it out to Asher, though, for 3. That one falls through. Thunderhawks are red hot right now.
Yeah, as they take a 9-point lead, the largest of the night, and like we mentioned, they have to have active hands. They have had active hands here in the first half, and it's led to a lot of turnovers and a lot of transition opportunities.
Yeah, that turnover, those points did come off from the turnover from Zawila. And brutal shot there, but able to get a rebound and make it actually look nice for Yost.
Yeah, and that's just another example right there of the Hawks just watching that one and not really putting the body and getting the rebound, and it results in another second chance bucket for Mason.
Asher with a little bit of a careless pass. Yost able to get on top of that one.
You definitely do not want Mason to close the gap here before halftime. Hawks need to get a stand.
Haber will take a shot from outside. No good, though. Asher trying to get the rebound, just knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, and you just want to see Asher use two hands right there and try to clean that one up. Just right there, her tipping it out of bounds.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscue there from Asher, but Thunderhawks have looked good defensively all night. Stop here would be huge for them. 23 seconds to go in this first half.
And you would think they're definitely looking for Parrish right here just to get a big shot here for the Comets going into halftime.
Parrish gets it into Yost, who gives it to Habra. Habra outside looking for Parrish on that right side. Wasn't open, though. Comets back outside around the arc. Thunderhawks making it difficult for them. 12 seconds to go. Parrish making a drive to the basket, but fumbles away the ball.
And the Hawks are really doing a great job of guarding Parrish even when she doesn't have the ball. They're not even letting her get touches here. And you just see the suffocating defense right there. It's paid dividends tonight.
Yeah, Haber was absolutely looking for Parrish on that last play. Haber nearly got it knocked away. They're over to Parrish. 3 seconds to go. Look like she'll have the last shot. Foul is called as she goes up for the basket.
Yeah, and really not much you can do right there if you're Johnson. Just looks like she was straight up trying to make a play. And we've seen Parrish make shots like that before, but nonetheless, she has a chance to go to the line.
Yeah, Parrish here has missed a couple tonight. Has a chance to cut down this Thunderhawk lead just a little bit. First shot up and through. 1.6 seconds left in this first half. Thunderhawks might get the chuck one up if this free throw is good from Parrish. Parrish from the line. Up and is good. Lead back to 5. Asher will inbound it quickly. Looks like the Thunderhawks will just hold that one.
Try.
And that one will take us into the half. Thunderhawks leading 31-26. We'll join you back after halftime. And we welcome you back to Lakota East High School. Thunderhawks up 31-26 on third place Mason Comets. This has been an incredible game so far, very high scoring. Just a great game so far.
Yeah, the Hawks have looked very impressive on the offensive end tonight and on the defensive end, shutting down Madison Parish. It looks like they were going to pull away for a minute there with a 9-point lead, but Mason was able to close the gap here before the halftime break. So we're in for a great second half.
Comets already on a quick fumble away of the ball. We'll give the Thunderhawks their first possession of the half. Full up top, directing traffic. Works the ball around. Now Asher has it. Thought about making a drive inside. Changed her mind, though. One now outside. Comets not letting anything through. Asher again up at the top of the arc.
Yeah, and you see the Comets are coming out here in a man-to-man here to start the third quarter. Some we haven't really seen from them up to this point. Little defensive adjustment.
Parrish working on Pham there, nearly able to knock the ball away. The Thunderhawks able to recover. Comets absolutely locked down here. Asher chucks one up to Blunt, but fumbles it away. Parrish now working in transition. Out for three. That one no good.
And you just got to give credit to the Comets there on defense. Really just trying to throw that one up for Blunt, but great hands there by Mason to pick that one off.
Asher with a Euro step try. No good, though. Habra gets it into Parrish. Parrish will go to the basket. Gets fouled in the process.
Yeah, and you've seen Johnson a couple times there going one-on-one with Parrish and sending her to the free throw line. That's something that the Hawks are going to have to stay out of.
Yep, Parrish back at the line here. Chance to add on two more. Cut down that Thunderhawk lead just a little bit. Currently sits at 5. That shot up and no good from Parrish. Too short.
Yeah, rare miss from Parrish right there.
Second shot. Parrish composing herself at the stripe. That shot up. That one is through, though. Much better on the second shot. Cuts the Thunderhawk lead down to 4.
Now let's see what the Hawks come out here to get a good look is.
Looks like the Thunderhawks had the look, but Blunt had the pass knocked away, intended for full. Blunt, though, will take a jumper. That one falls on through. Selena Blunt.
Yeah, and just a good job there by Blunt taking it in and floating it up, able to have it rattle in. And big points right there from the Hawks here to start the half.
Comets trying to fire back quickly. Blunt strips it away from Parrish, and it will go the Thunderhawks' way.
Yep, and once again, you see another turnover there forced by the Thunderhawks. That's something they did a great job with in the first half and something that they're going to look to continue.
Thunderhawks lead back to 6. 2-possession game. Thunderhawks looking to add that here on this possession. One was open. She'll make another drive to the basket. Shot up, no good. No foul is called. Habra now working back, using that speed. Kicks it down low. Johnson able to throw her hands up. A lot of pushing and shoving going on below the basket.
Yeah, just a great defensive play right there from Johnson. Really done a great job on Parrish all night, and being on her is obviously going to get her used to those kind of shots against inferior opponents, and right there you see her knocking that one away.
Parrish trying to get that easy bucket pass again, but Thunderhawks well defending it. Comets trying to take a trick out of the Thunderhawks bag there with that one, trying to find the open man down below the basket. Will be some quick substitution. The Thunderhawks get it in. Full hustling down the court. Thunderhawks getting it down now to Johnson, again where she's been so good tonight. Shot up though, too strong.
And that was a fantastic cut down the baseline right there from Johnson, just unable to get the shot to go.
Habra continues to use that speed. She finally gets fouled, flying back into the boards there.
Yeah, Blunt right there just trying to protect the rim, but unfortunately, Habra draws the contact, and Mason again will be going to the free throw line.
And it seems like all of Mason's points recently have come from the free throw line, just a lot of these points gifted to them.
Yeah, and like we've mentioned earlier, They are a team that goes to the free throw line a lot, and you're seeing them make that a point of emphasis here to start the second half.
And down the stretch, that's something you can't have happening if you're the Thunderhawks. You know, this game gets close and those fouls keep coming. Thunderhawks could be in trouble. Haber was good on her first shot. Chance here to attempt the second. That one up and through. Clean through for Haber. Cole again bringing it up the court, looking to get this Thunderhawk possession in motion.
Mason is not going out of that man defense. They feel like it's working on not getting the Hawks open looks here to start the second half.
They are definitely keeping it locked down for the Thunderhawks. Again, can't find anybody open. Asher tried to do it all herself. Changed her mind though, gets it back out to Blunt. Blunt there, maybe going for behind the back pass, maybe lost it, but Asher able to steal it away, making a dive to try to save the ball.
Might want to see more screens and off the ball screens even for the Thunderhawks on offense. Mason is definitely yucking it up with a bunch of switches down there whenever the Hawks do that, and maybe that's something that the Hawks could take advantage of.
Haber nearly fumbling the ball away. Asher playing tight defense. Comets though able to find a look below the basket, easy up and in. This lead is now down to 2, and Full too strong for Blunt.
Just careless right there from Full. There's really no need to make that cross-court pass, and if you're going to give Mason a chance to get back in this game, then they're too good of a team to just kind of mess around with.
Yeah, and just some unfortunate turnovers has led to the spot that we're in right now. Comets now only down 2, could actually take the lead on this possession. Multitude of factors have played into that so far.
Yep, as you see, Parrish getting picked up there by Pham immediately.
Parrish able to find one down low, but Blunt on the nice swat away.
Yeah, and just a good job there by Blunt, not fouling and knocking that one away clean.
Parrish looking to set the Comets offense in motion. Parrish there, a little frustration, yelling at Comets, trying to get that ball in. Time was ticking. Yost will throw it out, but drive back inside, and Blunt across nearly to half court on that ball. Parrish, though, fires back the jumper, makes it look meaningless.
Yeah, and it was a great job right there by the Hawks on the inbounds play, not letting the Comets into the paint, as that was clearly what they were trying to do. Just Parrish able to make her shot right there.
Pham jumper no good. That last possession, Blunt was nearly able to knock that one out of the gym. Nearly stepping in again to knock the ball away, but Parrish able to hold on to it, but her shot is no good. A lot of contact there coming between Asher and Kessler. Looks like a timeout will be called. With the timeout, we'll take a quick break. We welcome you back to the Hawks Nest after the timeout. We have a tie ball game here at Lakota East. Comets firing their way back.
Yeah, and really just a great start by the Comets here in the second half. Obviously, we talked about them making adjustments to their defense, and it seems like Parrish is finally starting to find her groove, which is really the last thing you want if you're the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, Parrish has looked really good on these last couple of possessions. Started with those free throws. Thunderhawks, though, will be on the position, a chance to take the lead back. Straub looking to inbound.
Trying to get in the paint there to Full, didn't work out.
Got that one outside to Sturgill. Sturgill around the edge over to Johnson. Thunderhawks can't find much at all. Looking for some points here, needing some points here.
Yeah, and there's a screen right there. Some we've been wanting to see the Thunderhawks.
Pham with a 3 ball, too much. over the basket. Parrish on the rebound, running quickly.
Yeah, and it looks like we just seen some of those looks that they were getting earlier. Oh!
Wow, Pham with a jumping knockaway. The Comets able to get their own ball back. An easy up and in there by Sanders.
That was a great block there by Pham, but unfortunately the Hawks started running in transition before they had possession, and because of that it resulted in a wide open layup.
Yeah, and just unfortunate after such a good block by Pham. Just nobody could get it after it went straight up in the air. Full through a lot of contact. Overhead knocked away. Habra going the other way. Full still back trying to get back on transition. It's 5-on-4. Habra puts it up off the window. Falls through. Comets starting to dominate here.
Yeah, and if you're Full right there, I mean, I understand that you got hit hard and knocked to the ground, but she was just really seemingly slow and effortless getting up right there. And because of that, the Comets were able to take advantage of that 5-on-4. You just need to see her get back right there.
Thunderhawks now in a 4-point deficit, needing some points here. Just trying to stop this Comet momentum. Throws around the arc. That one is a double dribble, and will again go back to the Comets.
Yeah, and you talked about momentum, and we're going to see Asher check back in here, so hopefully the Hawks are looking to stir some of their own.
Yeah, Asher and Blunt both checking back in. Thunderhawks need to start cooking again on offense. It has been all Comets for these past couple of minutes.
Yeah, it seems like everything has just gone Mason's way here in the third quarter, and there's some light right there from the Thunderhawks on the steal, but
Asher immediately getting in and making an impact, but then immediately a miscue, and looks like Mason will call a timeout. Take a quick break. Back now inside the Hawks' nest. It has been all Comets for the past couple of minutes.
yeah, and the Hawks have just really not been able to get really any momentum going. Mason, ever since the Hawks took that 9-point lead, Mason has gone on a 15-2 run. Hawks need to start getting some of that back, and they need to get it back fast.
Aggressive foul called on Sanders there, going down to the floor. Sanders will be in to inbound the ball. Gets in immediately to Parrish. Comets looking to pile on a little bit more.
You're going to see Asher putting the pressure on her, and miscommunication.
Yeah, or maybe Asher putting the pressure on her, forcing her to throw it there out of bounds.
Yeah, and a great job there by Asher, just making her take away her dribble and have her be one-dimensional, but miscommunication right there for the Comets. Hawks have got to start generating some offense.
Hawks need big points here. Looking for a 3-ball, but at least need to get 2 on this possession. Comets have stepped on the gas and not let off so far.
Yeah, and I think the difference has been them switching into that man defense. They've just not let any of the Hawks shooters get open, and the Hawks offense has been stagnant ever since that change was made.
Blunt trying to make a move to the basket, and a travel is called.
And at this point in the game, late in the third quarter, you just don't want to see the frustration start to boil over here for the Thunderhawks. Obviously, one going up thought she got fouled on, but they called the travel. Just move on to the next play and get a stop here on defense.
Thunderhawks maybe getting in their own heads a little bit. Just all of this compacting for the Comets. As Habra using that speed again, we've seen it so well tonight, gets fouled going up for the shot.
And like we've seen a lot here in the third quarter, the Comets going to the free throw line once again.
And like we talked about earlier, it didn't seem important at the time, but the Comets getting fouled down a couple of baskets. Now they're up a couple of baskets. You can't be giving them these free points. Habra at the line to add 2 more. First shot up and through. Just free points for the Comets that you can't be giving them if you're the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, and we've seen that a lot tonight from the Comets. Just they haven't really been great shooting it from the field tonight. It's just really been the transition opportunities that's been killing them and the free throw line opportunities.
Second shot from Habra was good. Lead now is 6 for the Comets. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Thunderhawks still looking for that bucket. Parrish working on Asher. Asher trying to find a little bit of a crease. Can't get one though. Dangerous pass to Full, nearly knocked away. Good defense being played on Full. Out to Asher now. She'll go for a 3-ball. No good though. Yost on the rebound.
But that is a rare open look that we've seen in the second half here for the Thunderhawks. You just want to keep getting those. Eventually they'll fall.
Comets, looks like they're going to try to kill time for this last shot. 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. 6-point lead. Asher does not want him to get that shot. That ball goes away. It's across the court. Full going for it. Able to get it. And over and back is called.
I don't understand how that could be an over and back. It was Mason's ball, and we scooped it up.
Officials, I think, noting there that he made a little bit of an error. Yeah, I was kind of confused as well when Full picked it up that it was called. It was just a little jersey confusion.
And from an officiating standpoint, you just can't have that. I mean, it looks like the Hawks have numbers, and they're going to be able to get an open layup there, but it just gives Mason a chance to reset.
Yeah, and just a little unfortunate because that would have been an easy bucket for Full. See, Rob Matula for the Comets not too happy about the call, but I'm not really sure what he's angry about.
Yeah, if anything, it favored Mason.
Yeah, maybe just a little confused. 7 seconds to go, though. Short time and a foul is called on Blunt. 4.6 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and you saw the Comets right there just immediately helping on Blunt down low. Just got a little too handsy.
Mentioned Matula there a second ago. He's been with the Comets for 18 seasons. This one will be his last. One of the most dominant coaches in GMC women's basketball. Thunderhawks bucket up and no good. That one will end our third quarter.
And that's just really unfortunate right there if you're Bacher. Everyone was so committed to the perimeter in that three-point shot. She was just able to take it to the baseline for a wide-open layup, but unfortunately she smokes it.
Comets with a 6-point lead at the end of the third quarter. Exciting fourth quarter on the way. We'll take a quick break. Back now inside the Hawks nest, gearing up for a fourth quarter. Thunderhawks down 6. A chance for an easy bucket, just maybe botched by the official.
Yeah, you really couldn't have drawn up a worse third quarter if you were the Thunderhawks. Just credit to Mason for coming out and executing their halftime adjustments, but the Hawks are going to have to counter adjust here in the fourth quarter. Let's see what Coach Wallace comes out with.
Hawks need to step it up down the stretch here.
And it has just been the careless mistakes for the Thunderhawks tonight, just the little travels and double dribbles that you really haven't seen that from them much this year.
Yeah, Blunt getting called on the travel there. Just giving the ball again to the Comets. They've done it so many times tonight. But Comets trading back a careless turnover of their own, giving the Thunderhawks a lucky break.
Yeah, and just whoever starts playing cleaner basketball and starts stringing together points first is who's going to win this game because, I mean, like you said, we've seen on both sides here to start the fourth quarter. Hawks have got to clean that up fast or else this game's going to get away from them.
Hawks also need to start the scoring fast. We'll see if Asher can start it here. She's blocked from above.
And I just feel like Asher took way too long right there. She caught the ball with nobody between her and the basket. You just want to see her go up with that one.
Thunderhawks in quite a bit of a scoring drought.
Yeah,
still looking for some points.
They haven't scored since the beginning of the third quarter. It's been almost 8 minutes.
Asher directing traffic, trying to take it in herself. Finds Blunt out between the circles. Now over to Full. Full will drive inside, tosses one up and too strong. Blunt on the putback, too soft. Pham able to wrestle it away though, puts it up, still no good. Blunt on the rebound again. And finally it falls out of bounds.
And that is exactly what Caitlin Pham gives you here if you're the Thunderhawks. Just Blunt able to get what she wanted inside, but just left it too short. But a great job there by Pham, getting the rebound and giving them another chance.
Blunt again has it up top, outside the arc. Driving inside now, double coming. Gets blocked, goes down the back of Habra. Blunt trying to knock it away, but Habra will control it.
And that's crazy. With her size, you never see Blunt get blocked like that.
No, that one is absolutely a shocker. Looks like the ball will now be going the Thunderhawks' way.
Yeah, not really quite sure what happened right there.
Habra might have taken too long to get it over.
And like we said, just another careless mistake right there. We've just been seeing too many of these from both teams to start the fourth quarter.
Asher inbounds at the Full. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Still a 6-point lead for the Comets. Nobody has scored yet in this fourth quarter. Pham trying to get it inside to Asher, but Comets just all over it. Pham blocking it away from Yost. Knocked out of bounds.
And just another empty possession here for the Thunderhawks. It's obviously, like you mentioned earlier, it's been a while since they've scored. I feel like if you're them, you just need to see a bucket go through. Maybe that can start some momentum.
Parrish moving very quickly, tosses one up against the window, no good. Asher will move back quick in transition. She'll make a drive to the basket herself, but again, the blocks just keep on coming, and Asher fouls her.
And it looks like that was just a frustration foul right there from Asher. Thought she was fouled going up, they didn't call it, and even her just being on the ground trying to reach up for the ball, just really not a smart play right there.
Yeah, I agree. That one was definitely complete frustration. Asher just maybe trying to get a little bit of a hit out on Habra. Looks like Mason will call a timeout to talk things over here as we continue this fourth quarter. Take a quick break. Back here inside the Hawks Nest to continue this fourth quarter between two GMC heavyweights. Mason Comets versus Lakota East Thunderhawks. It's been all Comets as of late.
Yeah, it definitely was all Comets in the third quarter and for most of this fourth quarter. And like we mentioned earlier, the Thunderhawks are going to look to get a spark going. They just need to see a shot go through, and they need their shooters to come alive.
Thunderhawks have been doing well on defense. As we see Pham here, Parrish just muscling through all of that contact. More contact she tries to muscle through.
Yeah, and it was really full steam ahead right there for Parrish to the rim after she got out of that trap, and really not much you can do right there if you're the Thunderhawks in the paint.
She did end up getting fouled there. Chance to make this 3 possessions for the Comets. Thunderhawks hoping for some misses here.
And we did see Parrish miss one earlier. Let's hope some of that can come again, and she gets a friendly roll right there.
Yeah, just barely rattled back in. That one does make it 3 possessions for the Comets. Brooke Asher will check back into the game.
Just trying to get her mind right.
Definitely someone you want to have out on the court.
Seems like all shooters in Blunt right now for the Thunderhawks.
Parrish, second one though, no good. Lucky break for the Thunderhawks. Still looking for a bucket. Down 7. Full, very high pass to Asher. Thunderhawks offense has been extremely stifled by this tough Comets defense.
Yeah, and you just want to see them. They're working the ball around, but they're not working the ball around quick. You're just seeing the pass, dribble. You just might want to see them go pass, and catch Mason losing their assignments and rotations.
Yeah, the speed was working for them earlier, but Blunt was able to make a drive for the basket, finally got fouled. A chance to end this scoring drought for the Thunderhawks is Blunt. Shot up and through.
And that is a big one right there, just seeing the ball go through the net finally here for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, and that's a must-have bucket for the Thunderhawks there. Lead back down to 2 possessions. Chance to make it 5. Blunt gets the second one, and in it is.
And Blunt's been great from the free throw line tonight. Hopefully she can get some more opportunities here down the stretch.
It's all about momentum, and Thunderhawks might have gotten a little bit back there. Defensive stop here could be huge. Ball nearly knocked away. Parrish able to get it.
Almost got that defensive stop right there.
Chucks it down low, and a lot of contact from Blunt below the basket.
Yeah, Blunt just playing very loose right there. You want to see her kind of stop herself and square up to try and block that shot. She definitely is taller than Yost.
Yeah, like you said, just definitely got there with a little bit too much speed. And just kind of hip checking Yost there to the ground, which will send Yost to the line. Big free throws here for Yost. First one up and rattles on through. Good shot there from Riley Yost, the senior.
It'll definitely be a backbreaker here for the Thunderhawks if the Comets can get those points back that the Hawks just scored on them.
Blunt does check out of the game. Sergel in to replace her. And Yost does make her second one. Back to a 7-point game with 5 minutes to go. Thunderhawks need to step back. This looks like an all-offensive lineup. Fold there, nearly turning away to Parrish. The Thunderhawks able to recompose themselves.
Yeah, and you mentioned the all-offensive lineup. We do got some people out there who can play 2 ways too, and really generate some perimeter turnovers such as Full and Pham.
Yeah, definitely still some good defenders out here, but offensively focused.
Wallace is beside himself down there right now. He thought that was a foul on Sergel.
And you know, some of these calls have been very close. I guess no calls rather. Definitely a lot of contact. Full there with an easy knockaway. Full taking the cookies. Now working in transition. Gets over to Johnson. Johnson will go for 3. No good though. Habra able to corral that rebound.
That's the look you want right there if you're Johnson and the Thunderhawks. Just very unfortunate that one couldn't fall.
Yeah, everything there seemed like it went right except making the shot through. Asher still keeping that aggression. Parrish getting a little bit of a leg up on her. Parrish with a turnaround pass. She'll go for 3, though. That one up, no good. Thunderhawks need to get the rebound, and they do.
And a very fortunate break there for the Thunderhawks. They let Parrish get the look that she wanted, and she just wasn't able to cash it in.
Full there nearly went up for 3. But changed her mind at the last second. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Thunderhawks need to work a little quickly here.
I would have liked to see Asher pull that one.
Asher with a lot of muscling down low. Gets fouled. A foul is called on her, actually.
Yeah, it's going to be an offensive foul. Just using too much of the shoulder right there, and you can just sense the frustration building up here for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, and that's just more aggression coming from Asher. Maybe trying to muscle it down in the paint, maybe using that shoulder a little too much. Looks like we will have a timeout called on the floor. We're in for a good finish here at Lakota East. Make sure to stick with us. Back inside the Hawks nest, an exciting fourth quarter here between the Mason Comets and Lakota East Thunderhawks.
Yeah, and while we have a moment here, we'd like to check back in on our keys to the game and see how the Thunderhawks have responded. Active hands, I'd say that's been pretty good all night. They've been able to really get a lot of steals and stifle Mason's offense at times. Eyes on Parrish, they did a great job of that in the first half. She really wasn't able to get anything going. Second half, she's kind of come alive a little bit more, but nothing to really that has killed the Thunderhawks. Defensive discipline, again, it's been a tale of two halves with that. Just terrible sending them to the free throw line seemingly every possession here in the second half, and then execute down the stretch. Hasn't really looked promising yet, but there's still a lot of basketball left to be played, so let's see how they can respond.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. You could argue that this is the stretch right here. Thunderhawks need to step up big. That not doing it, though. Comets able to find an open bucket. The lead is now 9.
Yeah, and that is the Comets' biggest lead of the night. And if you're the Thunderhawks right now, you just need some buckets fast and furious right here. Asher, Full, Fam, Blunt, anyone you can just get to shoot the three ball.
Yeah, Thunderhawks are going to have to start pulling it from deep here. Asher, though, making a drive to the basket and just too much off the window.
And this has just not been Asher's night. Other than the shot we saw her take at the end of the first quarter, it just seems like she's been off from shots she's usually made tonight.
Parrish there, double coming. Able to get it away, though. Gets back out to her. Asher keeping that defense, and she just being so aggressive right now.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, part of it definitely could be frustration, as you just see it right there. Just she is an aggressive player, but we're seeing her do stuff tonight that she doesn't usually do. And, I mean, that's just the competitive nature of the Hawks speaking tonight. And on the negative side of that, though, we haven't really seen them do a great job of responding to that adversity.
Yeah, really haven't done great much at all tonight. As Parrish buries that one to make it a 10-point lead for the Comets.
And sending her to the free throw line is the last thing that the Hawks are going to want to do.
Thunderhawks are really going to need to step up in this final 2 minutes. As Parrish gets her second one through. It's now an 11-point lead for the Comets. Their biggest lead of the night.
Something's got to happen here. Ever since Mason switched into that man-to-man defense, the Hawks have gotten nothing going on offense.
Hawks have been able to, like you said, Hawks have been able to not find anything. Just trying to make it work, and careless pass. A lot of contact on the ground. Fam has it, trying to get it out. No call. Finally.
And Mason wants to travel right there, but looks like they're going to call a tie-up.
Yeah, much to the dismay of the Mason crowd. Looks like this ball will stay. Well, it looks like Wallace actually did get this timeout off. But that ball was on the ground for a really long time.
Yeah, and I wonder what he's going to draw up here on the offensive end, because they have just really not had an answer to this defense that Mason has brought out here in the second half. Just Mason has been in that suffocating man. 31 points for the Thunderhawks in the first half, 4 in the second half. Just a tale of two halves.
Yeah, and just 2 points a quarter in the second half even, just to make things even worse.
And you saw that scoring drought towards the end of the third, beginning of the fourth, and just nothing's really been going right here offensively in the second half. Defense has kept them in the game as long as they can, but eventually you're going to get frustrated enough on offense with the shots not falling that it's going to cause an effect on your defense too.
Yeah, almost seems like a different team came out of the locker room for the Thunderhawks, and for the Comets for that matter. Just with the aggression from both sides, Comets have clearly stepped it up.
Yeah, they definitely have stepped it up, but like we said earlier, there's a lot of basketball still left to be played. I mean, 2:23, just string together here a couple of shots, and we can see a very entertaining finish.
Yeah, definitely going to need a couple of threes here. Wondering if that's what Wallace just drew up there in that huddle.
You got to hope that you can get an open look here right off the inbound so you don't waste any time.
Johnson has to get that one into Blunt. Blunt will actually drive to the bucket, but no good. We've seen too many drives just not fall for the Thunderhawks.
See, and that's a good look right there for Blunt. I mean, I'm sure if you're Coach Wallace, you do want to see her taking those shots, but just haven't been able to get it to fall here in the second half.
Thunderhawks there nearly on a takeaway. Looks like the foul was called on Asher. Might have pushed off a little bit there after the ball went loose.
Yeah, and that's Asher's 4th foul right there. She's got to be careful.
Looked like Wallace was about to send Zawila in, but
she's going to have to wait until after the first free throw.
Yeah, got a little ahead of herself. Habra first one up and through. It's 12 points now for the Comets.
It looks like Wallace is going to talk to Asher for Quick second right there.
Asher will just go post up on the other side of the court as Habra makes her second one good and through. Things are now looking bleak for the Thunderhawks. Gonna need to start scoring quickly here. Can start with Johnson, falls through. That's a good bucket there from Madison Johnson.
Yeah, and a great job there by Johnson just waiting on the perimeter, and really a great job there by Full pushing it and able to drawing the defenders into her and finding the wide open Addison Johnson. Hawks have been missing that in the second half.
That three was a good start, but still some work to do for the Thunderhawks. The foul here doesn't help much.
Yeah, and Mason is definitely a disciplined enough team here to hold the ball and just really make the Thunderhawks try to play the foul game here, even with 1:49 left on the clock. And again, Mason knows more than anyone in the GMC what it's like to shoot free throws.
Sanders with a good bucket there. Lead back to 11. Sanders' second one, that one was short.
Got to push it fast again.
Thunderhawks again with a little bit of a lucky break. They need another three ball here. Full driving inside, trying to find someone open. Can't find anybody. Finally finds Blunt up top. One driving inside, a lot of contact to the basket, gets fouled going up. Chance for two.
And it'll just be nice here for the Hawks to chip away and just keep chipping away here in the final couple minutes of this game, because if they start to get some offense going, that might translate to their defense too, and hopefully we can see them start to get some steals again.
Blunt there with a big free throw.
And not to mention, Blunt's been great from the free throw line tonight.
Lead is back to 10 for the Comets, a minute 36 to go. Might be difficult, but not out of reach yet for the Thunderhawks. Second shot on the way for Blunt, that one no good. Thunderhawks not able to get the rebound. Looks like we will have a jump ball though. Possession arrow is with the Comets, so they will get the ball.
We will see some substitutions here. Interestingly enough, Blunt is going to come out, so we do see an all small ball lineup here from the Hawks right now.
Looks like a lot of speed out there right now. And turnover on the Comets.
It's going to go the Thunderhawks' way, so hold on a second.
That is another one of those breaks that they needed.
Let's see if they can cash it in on the offensive end.
Blunt will immediately check back in. Good asset to have right here. Asher gets the offense going into Full. Full using that speed, driving to the basket, tosses one up, that one falls in.
And a great job there by Full, just getting to her spot and getting one of the easier shots that she's had here in the second half.
8-point game in the Hawks' nest, a minute 23 left to go. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Back here at Lakota East High School, a minute 23 left to go. Exciting finish on the way between two of the top GMC women's basketball teams.
Yep, and y'all see that speed lineup in again, and nearly resulted in another turnover.
Pham there diving at that ball. Comets will have to try to inbound it again. Thunderhawks have looked good defending the inbound so far. They are able to get it into Habra. Full playing some tight defense down there. A lot of speed coming from the Comets.
And a great job by Mason right there to break the press.
Parrish kicks it out to Yost. Back up top to Habra now. Just over a minute to go. Comets just killing time here. Thunderhawks need a turnover. Making dives at the ball. Parrish holding it up top. Asher defending. We dip under a minute, and foul is finally called.
Smart job there by the Comets, just passing it around and holding the ball. Hawks are going to have to start playing the foul game.
Yeah, and Full does foul Haber there, one of the other good free throw shooters for the Comets. She's been near 100% tonight.
Yeah, and that's definitely not who you want to send to the line if you're the Thunderhawks, but nonetheless, she will get a chance to extend the lead.
Haber there, short, but able to bounce back up and in. Blunt will check back into the game.
And that's just been the kind of half it has been for the Thunderhawks. Interestingly enough, Haber actually has been their leading scorer tonight. She has 17, while on the other hand, Parrish only has 12.
9-point lead for the Comets. Chance here to make it 10. Haber does. 54 seconds to go. This one just about over in the Hawks' nest. Thunderhawks maybe looking for anything they can. Full gets to Johnson. Johnson up and in.
And that's a great bucket right there from Johnson, just the one you want if you're her. Good quick bucket, but gonna send the Comets back to the line.
Yeah, near turnover from Parrish, but fouled just before. Looks like she'll go to the line. And again, not who you want to send out there.
Yeah, just a chance to add to her night tonight. She's been great for the Comets really all season, and hopefully you can get a couple of misses here if you're the Thunderhawks, just to kind of see a little.
Parrish, the shot is missed. 8-point game, 39 seconds to go. Thunderhawks drop a couple back.
Yeah, I feel like make or miss right here. If you're the Thunderhawks, you just need as many points as you can on the next possession. Like, just basically look and force the three-pointer because they're not going to miss a lot of free throws down the stretch.
Parrish second is good. Need to throw up a three-ball here. But Full will drive now out to Pham. Over to Johnson, who will try that three. That one no good. Parrish on the rebound.
That's really the best look you're going to get at the Thunderhawks. Just really unfortunate that one's not able to fall. We've seen Johnson make those tonight, but just wasn't meant to be right there.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate. And time running out for the Thunderhawks. Started that scoring maybe too little too late. And Parrish will again go to the line. Like we said, not who you want to be up there.
And just a really brutal offensive second half here for the Thunderhawks. And when you look at what changed between the first half and the second half, I definitely feel like you need to give credit to Mason and the defensive adjustments they were able to make. Obviously putting Parrish on Asher and helping down low with Blunt and just playing that suffocating man defense. The Hawks have had no answer to it in the second half.
Parrish does miss the first, makes the second though. 10-point game again. The Hawks working back. Full will again drive, tosses it up, no good.
And
is it a foul or is it a jump ball?
And it looks like we're going to get a tie-up.
Yeah, jump ball indeed. Possession arrow is with the Thunderhawks, so they will get another possession here. Not sure what much is possible here. Nice inbound there to Asher, who puts a bucket in.
Yeah, and if you're the Comets, you'll just let her have that one. I mean, 8-point game with 16 seconds to go.
Yeah, seems a little unreasonable. Coach Wallace will take a timeout. We'll stick with you. Touched on it a little bit earlier, but Mason Comets head coach Rob Matula, 18th and final season here for the Comets. It's led them to a lot of success recently.
Yeah, a lot of success indeed. Like we talked about the GMC title last year, Mason has just always been a dominant force in the GMC under him. And really credit to them and their culture and their program. Just done a great job here tonight and done a great job over the years here with the Comets. And we will be seeing the Comets again.
Yeah, Thunderhawks will actually finish their season traveling to Mason. That one definitely will be a big game just like this. Thunderhawks have maybe some adjustments to make, especially for that second half.
Yeah, and when you look at the Thunderhawks side of things, there maybe is some positive takeaways because you feel like everything that happened tonight with them is correctable. It's really nothing that Mason's done that's really just accounted for the careless mistakes. I think it was just the Thunderhawks getting into their heads a little bit and just not really being able to counter adjust to what Mason did, but it's all stuff that isn't impossible to counter adjust to.
Yeah, and that's just difficult for the Thunderhawks. You know, they're coming out of that long break. Been a while since they last played, and what a game to come back to here against these Comets. It's a strong team.
Yeah, and you didn't really see much of that rust here in the first half, but second half it's definitely seeing some growing pains is Asher's only got 10 points. Foles only got 5.
It really seems like all that energy was used in the first half as Comets nearly turning it over.
And instead, it's going to be a foul. Hawks are still playing the foul game here with 12 seconds left.
I mean, never quit. You know, never.
And I'm sure that's
let off.
I'm sure that's something Wallace preaches to his team, which again is respectable, but
yeah, maybe at this point it's just time to let it go.
yeah.
Thunderhawks got to take the L on this one and just bounce back. You know, this is still a really good team. A lot of dominant players out there, and still half the season left to go. A lot of big games coming up.
Yeah, and obviously this being their first GMC loss of the year, again, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth to lose to one of the big dogs in the GMC because you really haven't had that yet, but it's going to bode well later in the season whenever playoffs start. They play them again. They play, you know, the Princetons of the world, and just this is something that the Hawks can learn from. It's been a while since they've.
Yeah, definitely a learning experience. Picked up a lot of wins just playing some of the lower GMC teams after that tough out-of-conference schedule. It's definitely a tough game for the Thunderhawks.
And you expect this to be the final possession. Let's see.
10 seconds to go. Thunderhawks will probably just pass this one around. I guess the Wheeler will make a drive to the basket, lays one in, making that look a little bit better for the final score. Referees will just let time tick down. That will do it from us here in the Hawks Nest. Thunderhawks drop a tough one to the Mason Comets. Just unfortunate for them.
Yeah, unfortunate indeed. And like I just talked about a minute ago, just you want to see them build from this, learn from it. Obviously, a lot of careless mistakes tonight, a lot of stuff that is correctable and they can control. And again, excited to see what they come out with and respond with.
Yep, and a huge game tonight. We'll also have a huge game coming up this Friday. We will travel to Lakota West as the men's team takes on West at West. We'll be live for the pregame show in collaboration with Lakota West Broadcast. We hope to see you then. This has been Colin Kunz, Camden Braden.